Canes fam, Canes fam, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, did you see what you see the new turnover chain? You see who they put on the new turnover chain? Old Sebastian. They put old Sebastian on the turnover on the new turnover chain. That's sweet, right? They need to give him the corn pipe though, man. They need to give him his corn pipe back. Anyway, what's going on, Canes fam? This is gonna be my quick after game rant. And I'm gonna make it brief, man, because look, between me and you guys, I'm trying to. I got some college courses that I'm taking. Trying to finish up my degree. You know, trying, trying to get the master's, man. Trying to get the master's degree, but um, what you call it? You can't be doing classwork and trying to watch college football at the same time, and it's very counterproductive. But I did watch my Miami Hurricanes though, because it's all about the U. Um, Good game, man. Good game. 77 to zip. I think it was the largest margin of victory in school history, in the history of the program. That's pretty good, man, because it reminded me of, remember back in the days in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, excuse me, when the Miami Hurricanes were blowout teams that they were supposed to blow out? Yeah. Yeah, because back in the last coaching regime and even in the Randy Shannon era, there were teams that we were supposed to blow out, and they would actually make a game of it, have us, have you sweating for a couple of quarters. Like, man, that ain't. They're not supposed to drop a touchdown or two touchdowns on us. But now, that's what Hurricanes football is supposed to look like. You blow out the teams that you're supposed to blow out, but we still got a ways to go. You still got to win those big games because my only question is great game tonight, 77 to zip. My only question though when I was watching the game was where was all that depth and talent last week? You know what I'm saying? We could have used all that depth and talent last week. And you know, some issues did rear their ugly head, like the running game in the first half. First 16 carries, we only got 53 yards. But we ended the game with over 200 yards rushing. So it's not how you start, it's how you finish, right? And then it was a good game from Malik Rozier. He was able to kind of get his confidence back, kind of get a rhythm going, but you still saw some of the same issues with his accuracy and his touch, you know what I mean? But he scored some points. He did play a great game. And the thing is, when you're playing a squad like Savannah State, a lot of your issues are not going to get highlighted. You know what I mean? It's not gonna, it's not gonna be. You're not going to get exposed against Savannah State. Um, then another thing, kudos to Mark Rick. He kind of opened the floodgates with the personnel. I mean, we played a bevy of running backs and wide receivers and quarterbacks and defensive personnel tonight. It was beautiful. That's why I was asking, like, where was all this talent last week? Because when you're losing like that in a big game, throw everything and throw everything, including the kitchen sink. Adam, what do you got to lose? Um, N'Kosi Perry, wow. I predict that these next couple of games, because we're going into like a couple of soft weeks, I think it's going to be like a segue. I'm predicting, I could be wrong, but I think it's going to be like a segue from the Rozier era into the Perry era because N'Kosi Perry looked good. Kay Weldon looked good. I mean, if I were king for a day, if we were to me, they said, all right, depth chart. And I'm starting with the quarterbacks. My depth chart today, right now, would be Perry, Weldon, Rozier, your Perry, Weldon, Rozier, and Williams. I had to think about that with the Rozier and Williams, but no, I would redshirt Williams. Jaron Williams needs a red shirt because Perry and Weldon, them kids are talented enough. Williams ain't gonna get unless he's just that good, unless he's like Peyton Manning good. You're not gonna. He's not gonna. I don't think he leapfrog Weldon or Perry. Um, Perry, man, is touching the ball. Yeah, he made that mistake with the interception, but did you see that 7 yard pass he made to Brevin Jordan in the end zone? Where you can see one thing that I noticed that he did, he pulled back, looked at his initial target was a running back. I think it was Trayon Gray. I'm not sure, man. We use so many running backs. They play so many different running backs tonight, but he tried to pass it to Trayon Gray. Well, he looked at Trayon Gray, the running back was open for a brief moment, but then his window closed quickly. And instead of trying to force it in there, like what usually happens, and risking an interception or an incomplete pass, he he pulled back. He read the defense. He saw Brevin Jordan coming across the back of the end zone, and he hit him for a 7-yard strike with a beautiful catch by Brevin Jordan. How about them tight ends, huh? Them young tight ends we got, man. They're athletic. They look good. They look good. Tight end you for real. Tight end you for real. Um, K Weldon. K Weldon looked nice. He looked athletic. He's got touch. He puts zip on the ball. Yeah, he'd be number 2 on my depth chart right now. It really is. It's Perry and Weldon because they all played the same defense tonight. And who looked best? To me, Perry looked better than all of them. But Weldon was a close second. And then Rozier, and then Williams being a true freshman, his first game, first snap in a big game like that, brand new in the system, is to be expected. It's to be expected. So, it is what it is. Uh, yeah, man, great game tonight. Hopefully, these next couple of weeks, the soft schedule, these next couple of weeks, they can fine tune everything, find out exactly what rotation is going to work for them. I'm hoping that there's going to be a segue into a new QB because I think, yeah, Rozier, he's probably the best leader on the team, and absolutely spectacular at Green Tree practice field. But I think come game time, man, just Perry looked good, and maybe it's fool's gold because of Savannah State, but they all played the same defense tonight. Rozier was Rozier was throwing passes and reading the same secondary that Perry was reading tonight, and Perry looked better doing it. So, that's that. But either way, a win is a win. Great for the University of Miami Hurricanes. I'm gonna tune in later to some of the blogs and see what some of the other fans are saying, and I might make another video about the game this week. But then, if not, you guys will see me next week. But if you're a Canes fan, whether you've been rooting for the team for a bunch of decades or you just became a fan tonight, you got love from here. And, you guys have a good night. It's a great day to be a Miami Hurricane. It's all about the U. All right, we get into the meat and potatoes of the ACC schedule within a couple of weeks. So let's take these 2 weeks here and get it fine tuned, man, and get that engine running on all cylinders. You know what I mean? We get that engine running on all cylinders, then we go into the ACC schedule and we should do pretty good. And I look, I'm just gonna call it like I see it. If we go into the ACC schedule with Perry under center, I think we're gonna do really, really good. All right, that's all I got to say. Y'all have a good night.